Hello, welcome back sa ating channel, mga kapwa kong api, average Pinoy investors. A quick portfolio update tayo as of May 3, 2026. So, I have added a couple thousand pesos sa Dragonfi, sa stocks, and sa Coins.ph. Essentially, coming up all of my capital injection to 41,000. However, my portfolio is down, as you could see. It's down to 40,903 pesos 50 cents, which I am on a negative, yes. However, it's a great news na I am down to 197,000 pesos debt. So I'll just share the overall debt tracker that I have. So yan siya. As you can see, the graph is going down. I'm hoping na bababa pa yan in the near future. As you could see as well, medyo mataas talaga yung allocation ko pagdating sa crypto. I know it's imbalanced kasi ang pinakamalaking allocation ko is 35% sa real estate investment trusts, RCR and A-REIT essentially. I also have minimal savings, so I have low liquidity as of right now. But the downside pagdating sa portfolio ko is I am 22% deep sa crypto. I don't think I'll be adding more into this. My next target would be having 30,000 sa Dragonfi, so I'll be adding more into my real estate investment trusts, specifically A-REIT. Pagdating sa crypto, again, I'll let it stay there. I have a plan. And then next target would be increasing the ALFM, Global Multi-Asset Feeder Fund na meron ako. So that's pretty much it for my portfolio. Let's check the markets naman. By the way, I'm currently up pagdating sa Bitcoin ko. Bitcoin retested $79, $79,000, sorry, sa global markets. I mean, this is because of the ceasefire na sinabi ni Trump. I mean, if not mistaken, ang sabi niya is tapos na ang gera as of April. So I'm hoping tuloy-tuloy na siya kasi the plan is, or their plan apparently, based on what I've been reading, is after the war ends, ipapasa nila yung Clarity Act, ilalagay nila sa pwesto si Warsh, was it? As bagong Fed chairman. So essentially, ang gagawin nila is tutuloy-tuloy na nila yung bull run. So I'm hoping na again maayos na yung Clarity Act, mag-cut ng rates yung bagong chairman para mas maayos na yung market natin in the future. Let's check the overall market. Today, uy, marami tayong uh, naka-green. Isa na dito tong Terra Luna. I'm not sure kung anong nangyari dito, but I believe this is one of the cryptos that crashed way back 2021, or was it 2022 bear market. So pinapump yata nila yan artificially. Still, I won't be going into meme coins na. I'll be focusing on my layer ones for the meantime. Pagdating naman sa hours, nagko-correction na tayo. And well, pagdating again sa Bitcoin, we're up sa Bitcoin. And last day, last weeks, we are still on the positive. So we're good. We're good with that. Let's check out other news naman. Let's start with, of course, si Trump. Sabi nga nila, natapos na yung war after the April ceasefire. So let's check this out.
That once we did reach the 60-day mark of the Iran war, that you were going to get a lot more clamoring from Congress, particularly Republicans on Capitol Hill, about making sure they can assert Capitol Hill, saying, well, we consider with other presidents that the War Powers Resolution is unconstitutional, basically because it does constrain the powers, the military powers of a chief executive, but also that because there's been a cease.
Yeah, I hope the war has ended kasi nga, again, tuloy-tuloy na to. Other news naman na nakita ko would be eto. Atram will be launching.
NASDAQ. It's home to some of the world's most powerful companies, from the Magnificent Seven to global technology leaders shaping the future.
Yes. So, based on what I've heard and I've seen online, Altram will be launching a Nasdaq Equity Income Feeder Fund sa Pilipinas. Na I'm hoping this is also a dividend fund kasi what I'll do is I'll do dividend recycling. So, bibili ako ng fund. Once na makakuha ko ng dividends, I'll purchase more of that funds, essentially. So, I will check this out for
Over
sure.
time, these companies have driven innovation and long-term growth, but accessing the world's most innovative companies is not always simple. Markets move fast. Opportunities move faster. What if you could gain NASDAQ exposure while earning income at the same time?
Oh, so most likely this is a dividend fund, which is very good.
Introducing the Atram NASDAQ Equity Income Feeder Fund. This fund provides exposure to leading NASDAQ companies while aiming to generate regular monthly income.
Nice.
It does this through
I
a
will
disciplined
get that.
covered call strategy. Simply put, the fund owns NASDAQ stocks and earns additional income by selling call options on those holdings. By selling these options, the fund collects premiums, which are distributed as income. In effect, the fund converts market ups and downs into potential income. The fund historically earns income of around 9 to 11% per year, with distributions expected to be paid monthly. Why it's a strategic choice? Prioritize monthly income over chasing every market peak.
Yes.
You still ride the growth, you just do it while earning consistent returns over time.
So this is great. Good. I will be checking this. I'm not sure yet kung kailan nila ito launch, but there's a file here. Uh, I'll wait and see kung kailan nila ila-launch to. So I'll probably investing into this kasi I don't have any exposure to the US markets pagdating sa Meta, Microsoft, etc. So if this really is going to be in the Philippines, I will be investing in this. Another thing, yung sa Meralco naman. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really want to delve in much dito. It's just that masyado na kasi siyang nakakaapekto pagdating sa prices ng lahat. Ang taas na nga ng bilihin, pagkain, pati kuryente magtataas, 'di ba? Tapos ngayon lang nila pinakita tong mga bills na to, which is just unfair. Sabi nga ng iba, tayo na nagbabayad ng mga nasa 4 piece. Diyos ko. By the way, yeah, I'm one of those people na natatax na because my net is like 25, I believe, or sorry, gross. Yun yata yung kinakalculate nila. So, meron na rin akong kaltas pagdating sa tax. Aside from VAT, meron na rin again income tax. So, let's check a little bit of this.
Pagdinig ng Senado bukas ng issue tungkol sa mga sinisingil sa electric bill na hindi naman aktwal na kinukonsumo ng mga customer.
That's true. One good example niyan is si system loss. Yan. Kasi di naman talaga natin kasalanan kung bakit nagkaka-system loss sila. It's just basically loss of thermodynamics. Pero then again, bakit nila sa consumer papa-shoulder to, no? It's just unfair. Yun lang naman ang 2 cents ko dyan. Dapat, may coverage sila dyan, si Meralco specifically. Hindi yung tayo pinapa-shoulder lahat. Kasi ang hirap. Ang hirap mabuhay sa Pilipinas, Diyos ko. Well, let's check out other news kasi alam ko may stress lang tayo dyan. Eto na, ang last. Final meeting na ni Jerome Powell as Fed Chair bago siya palitan ni Kevin Warsh. So let's check on, I think this is a few notes of that meeting. Let's check.
Big question going into the meeting was, does he stay or does he go? Historical.
Based on what I've read, ang plano ni Jerome Powell would be to stay as a governor sa Fed chair, or sorry, sa Federal Reserve, was it? Gusto niya magstay as a governor para may say pa rin siya sa mga gagawin ng Fed in the future. So, hopefully, hindi sila magkagiraan masyado ni Trump. Alam nyo naman siguro na lagi siyang tina-trash talk ni Trump. So,
Precedent would suggest that Powell walks away when his term as chair is finished.
nah, I don't think so.
After my term as chair ends on May 15, I will continue to serve as a governor
See? He will stay as a governor.
for a period of time to be determined.
He's still very concerned about Fed independence, the threats from the administration, which he had called unprecedented, and it's going to set up something that the Fed has not seen since 1948, when former Chair Mariner Eccles decided to stay on as well, also at a time when Fed independence was under question.
Right. So that's pretty much it. I won't, again, dig deeper dyan. Let's check naman mamaya tong si Jollibee. Pag-usapan natin yan. Let's see. Ito, ang dami ng layoffs dahil sa AI. But from what I've read, they are resetting the entire job market. That's what they say. Again, I'm not sure about that, so let's check this
Week
out.
into the high-profile trial between Elon Musk and OpenAI, here's where things stand. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, was a co-founder of OpenAI. He and the now CEO, Sam Altman, were friends a decade ago, and both were in the Oakland courthouse this week as we started to get two sides to this story. At the heart of this case,
kasuhan na
whether
pala to.
Altman betrayed OpenAI's founding promise to build the company as a non-profit, quote, for the benefit of all humanity. Musk accuses Altman and President Greg Brockman of tricking him using his funding and prestige to build an $800 billion company they now allegedly profit from personally.
Right, so that's a big lawsuit. It has nothing to do with the layoffs. So, for context lang, there are layoffs going on. There will be layoffs then in the near future dahil nga sa mga nangyayari about AI, about the war, and trash daw ang job market sa US. Well, sa Pilipinas din naman, mahirap naman talaga mag-apply ng trabaho. I think that's anywhere nowadays. But, I mean, we'll check and see that in the future. I'll listen to Tom Lee naman dito. For sure, Ethereum na naman to. Let's...
Tom Lee, he is Fund Strats Head of Research, a CNBC contributor, and he is live as you see. Welcome back.
Great to see you, Scott.
Man, you nailed this thing. You really did. You had a sense that this market was coiled for a really big spring back, which we've had. So what do we do now?
Well, one, I think that the market's rising for the right reasons, Scott, because it's rising because the tail risks are abating and we've had good fundamentals. In fact, earnings have been good enough that estimates are going up. And the leadership is coming from the groups that we want to see, who
Yes. So, yeah. We're hoping... I mean, these are the people you should listen to, not me. By the way, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research. Always do your own research.
which has been the Mag 7 and the tech and the cyclicals. And that's what you want to see if the market is showing sort of economic resilience. So I'd say for now, our base case is tracking. We still think we're going to make a good move towards 7,300 for the S&P 500.
Right. I think Ethereum pa rin tong, I mean, Bitwise, isa siya sa, I think, CEOs or head ng Bitwise. And apparently they're purchasing more Ethereum. Ano ang pangalan nito? MicroStrategy naman is pro Bitcoin and they just bought a lot of Bitcoin. Ako, I'll stay modest and I'll do PCA. For now, stop muna syempre. I've reached my goal na kasi na 10,000 pesos capital injection. What I'll do probably is kapag nag-run up si Solana or XRP or SUI, I'll sell and then I'll put it all to Bitcoin. Ganon ang gagawin ko na lang siguro. It depends on what will happen in the market. Again, kagaya ni Tom Lee, I'm waiting. Pero si si strategy kasi gumawa na rin sila ng stretch to buy more BTC. They're offering 11% dividends bi-monthly, which is very attractive to people, which is good. Though I think that comes with a lot of risk. Kasi hindi ka naman magbibigay ng sobrang taas na dividends ng walang kapalit. Siyempre, may issue sa liquidity yan. Hindi din naman lahat ng bibigyan mo ng dividends magre-reinvest sa kumpanya mo. So, I personally, I don't think it's a good idea to buy stretch. Just personally, I'm not an expert, so I'm just basing it off of what I have read and researched. But one thing I'll purchase, syempre, si Jollibee. Jollibee has been going down, but again, I did my research pagdating sa Jollibee. I am waiting for it to go down pa para makabili ng more shares kasi this will bounce back. I'm telling you. I mean, again, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research always. But based on my research, on what I've been reading, ang ginagawa ni Jollibee nowadays is they're doing expansions globally. Now, would that affect the price of Jollibee Food Corporation in the future? Most likely. Kasi nga, if they're doing expansions or their focus is to acquire more sites, more locations, more companies, they're going to use the money, purchase those. And then with us investors, for me, I'll keep investing in Jollibee. And then once it hits my price target, I'll be off. I'll be gone. Ganun lang naman ang strategy sa PSE. So next, we have, again, nagban na naman si Pilipinas, si SEC, ng mga crypto exchanges na wala daw pahintulot mula sa SEC mismo. Si OKX, Bybit, MEXC, BitGet, KuCoin, Kraken, Bitmart, Coinex, Femex, lahat yon wala na sa Google Play Store. Yung sabi nila. Well, to be honest, lahat naman ng, I mean, halos lahat ng Pilipino. Kasi me personally, I'm investing in Coins.ph. Yeah, the spreads are not nice. The fees are probably a lot higher than the rest. Pero kasi yun ang easiest, yun ang safest for me. Ayoko na masyadong complication pagdating sa investing. What I wanna complicate or what I wanna research in is yung fundamentals, tokenomics, yung value, yung mga kung ano-ano pang kailangang i-research for that coin and demand, etc. But most, I mean, let's just check out some of the comments. Yeah, hard pass nga daw. I mean, majority of the people talaga don't like the local exchanges. Ako personally, I mean, I'm just using them just for the sake of using them. But if given a chance to use like different, kasi isa lang ang magiging always ang issue pagdating sa Pilipinas is liquidity. Ang numero unong magiging issue nito is paano kapag nagka-bull run, gusto na mag-exit ng mga tao, wala silang liquidity. That's the biggest issue there. Hindi kakayanin ng mga local exchanges na kulang sa liquidity na magbenta sa mga tao unless they'll be using other people's money. So kung magiging buy and sell lang sila, and in this case, yeah, merong spot trading. So magiging, again, I think, I hope I'm wrong. I always hope I'm wrong. Pero liquidity, always liquidity ang issue pagdating sa Pilipinas. So them banning this would probably have a big impact pagdating sa mga local exchanges lalo. Another thing, eto daw ang social classes pagdating sa Pilipinas. Kapag meron ka daw below 13,873 pesos, you're considered poor. Low income naman is 13,873 up to 27,000. Well, I'll be considered low income, but not poor. Sure, I'll accept that. Yeah, I'm meeting the basic needs, but I have literally little savings, little to invest. I want to reach the lower middle class, hopefully soon. Which again, in honestly speaking, mahirap din talaga siya. So hopefully, gonna get a side income. In this case, sa YouTube wala pa kasi. So please guys, if you are watching this video, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot, especially sa motivation and of course sa channel na din. And let me know na din if you guys are under what social class sa Pilipinas. Here is, I believe, the other thing. Well, let's do this final. Eto muna. So, Inquirer posted. It's a story by Inquirer, someone from Inquirer. Avoid Philippine stocks investors told. Honestly, I would say the same. One more thing, bumababa kasi talaga yung presyo ng piso kontra dolyar. I think if my math is correct and based on the consensus online, tataas ang presyo ng dolyar up to 65 pesos, 67, 66 this year alone. And majority of the investors outside the country or foreign investors is really going out of the Philippine stock market. Again, this is one of the things I'm saying. Liquidity po ang issue ng Philippine stock market. Even the local crypto market in the Philippines have liquidity issues. In our case, alam nyo naman ng thesis ko na since low liquidity ang Philippine stock market, I'm focusing more on the dividend side of things kasi maro-roll over ko yung dividends. I can buy more shares. If ever man dubalik ang liquidity sa Pilipinas, then I'll be set. But for now, I would agree to this. I mean, masakit man siya pakinggan, yes. Foreign investors probably should avoid investing in the Philippines for now. It's better. I mean, you'll get better results kasi sa US and global stock markets compared to the Philippine stock market talaga. Let's be honest. And again, last but not the least, let's check this out kasi I think we don't have an AI crisis. We have a global debt crisis. So let's check this out.
So look at this. Consider this our economy. You have 50% of white collars are going to vanish over the next 5 years. Gone. Which means that those people are going to have to liquidate their stocks to pay for their homes, which will eventually run out and mortgages will go unpaid, forcing them to sell their homes. And what are the jobs being lost? They're white-collar, high-end jobs that in the eyes of the bank, they were like, hey, this is a guaranteed guy to pay his mortgage. We call them AAA. And guess what? They're gone. Those AAAs are supposed to be secure investments for pensions and fixed income and low-risk solid returns. And every time you take out one of these blocks, it becomes a liability and adding to the top of the tower. So what does government do? What did they do last time? They printed money. Quantitative easing. Just like after 2008, the government bailed out the banks. They pushed trillions of dollars into the economy to hedge off a total and complete collapse, like something like the Great Depression or something like that. But when government prints money, it causes inflation.
Yes, there is inflation kapag nagprint ng pera ang government. Always naman yun. That's Economics 101. Kapag gumawa sila mas maraming pera, syempre, bababa yung buying power ng pera na yun kasi nga mas maraming pera nagsisirculate.
And they take on a little bit of debt. I just told you there's $14 trillion of mortgages out there. If the high credit score people that the banks base their security on to make good on those mortgages, if the AAAs stop making payments because they were replaced by AI, the housing market now is 3 times the size it was in 2008.
Exactly. Grabe na talaga ang inflation. So, as someone na sa lower class, I believe, tama ba? Right? I'm in the lower class. Yeah, I'm in the low income class apparently. So, as someone na in the lower income class, uh, kailangan talaga mag-tighten ng budget. Kailangan maging smart pagdating sa investing, savings. So, yeah, I'm being strategic pagdating sa debt repayments ko, of course. That's the first target, syempre. Reducing my debt. Afterwards, makakapag-invest na ako na mas maayos, makakapag-save na ako na mas maayos. So, again, I have my own strategy. If you're interested in knowing or if you want to chat, probably just write up anything on the comment section. That's pretty much it for your average Pinoy investors. I mean, portfolio update and some news, of course, pagdating sa global and uh, local markets. Again, this is your average Pinoy investor. Comment down below kung ano yung mga gusto nyong sabihin. Kaya nyo pa ba as middle, low income class? Kaya pa ba natin? Yeah, I'm hoping kaya pa. But again, let me know what you think. Write down your suggestions or whatever you want to say in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is your average Pinoy investor. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.